Appointment tonight. I want to give you a quiz. So we're going to clear up some confusion. We'll give you a quiz. Grab a pen and some paper. This quiz, I like to call this game fact versus fiction. Let's see how you do. Question number 1. The only difference between Johnson & Johnson versus Moderna and Pfizer is J&J only requires one shot. This is fiction.
First of all, it's a different mechanism, right, in terms of how the vaccine was developed. There is some more flexibility in terms of the storage and the temperatures that are required. Other than that, really, we're not seeing a lot of different side effect profiles.
Number 2, you may have heard that J&J has a virus already inside it. This is fact. But hold on a minute before you jump to any conclusions. Doctors want you to know it's not a live virus, but a genetically altered one.
They use a virus that's called adenovirus, which it's a well-known virus.
Is it a live virus?
It's not a live virus at all. So it cannot cause disease when injected in the person.
And number 3, I'm sure you've heard by now the J&J vaccine is not as effective as Moderna and Pfizer. This is both fact and fiction. It's less effective in preventing COVID symptoms, but as far as death and severe illness, it's just as effective.
Especially in the studies done here in the U.S., the efficacy was fairly high. Let's not get caught on one vaccine is 95% effective and the other vaccine is 80-something% effective. What we want is vaccines that protect us from death and from moderate and severe illness.
And while doctors work to clear up that perception, they realize that's causing issues with advocacy groups wanting certain populations to get J&J.
On one end is probably the perfect vaccine for those individuals who are hard to reach, individuals who are homeless. On the other hand, that may give a sense that we're using the vaccine that's less effective with vulnerable groups.
These will be tough decisions for the state. All right, everybody, how did you do? Mark, I actually have one more fact or fiction question for you.
Okay.
Fact or fiction, doctors say now that we have a third vaccine out, people still need to wear masks, practice social distancing, and wash their hands. Fact or fiction, Mark?
I'd say a fact.
That is correct.
Okay. Hey, listen, I have one more question for you. I want to go back to what your second question was about the adenovirus that is injected in people's arms for the vaccine. I know she says it can't cause disease, but how does the adenovirus differ from the mRNA injected into both Pfizer and Moderna?
That's a great question. She says all 3 vaccines actually do the exact same thing. Now, in their development, they just chose how to do it, how to develop it a little differently, but they're all going into your body and telling your body how to fight COVID-19. Now, the difference is Johnson & Johnson is using the adenovirus, whereas Moderna and Pfizer, they are using mRNA, the messenger RNA.
Very interesting, and you spelled out a lot of different things there, but gave us a lot of